Hey guys, I'm back again with another video on my coin collection. This time, I'm bringing you my new Dansco album that consists of Lincoln cents from 1909 to 2009. Now, I just purchased this recently because Dansco can be quite annoying. They seem to only produce certain things and have certain things available on a small scale. So basically these haven't been available, at least brand new, for where you can purchase online. You can probably find them at like your coin dealers or maybe your this or that, but everywhere I looked online until recently, I could not find these. So when I saw them pop up recently on I think it's like called Dansco Album Store or something like that. I picked one up because you never know when they're gonna like not be available again. So I chose to go with the Business Strike Only album because I don't really feel like screwing around with proofs. I basically kind of want, besides like key dates, an album that you can basically assemble most of the coins from bankroll hunting and stuff like that. Like I said, I know there are some key date coins that I will never obtain, most likely from bankroll hunting. And most likely, there's probably a few that I'll never obtain in general. Like the king of the series, the 1909 SVDB. That's a coin I'll never obtain. I don't have $2,000 to purchase for coins or on a single coin. So that said, yeah, I had a couple goals for this set. I wanted to try to have a coin set that was a really long series, and that's a pretty long series of coins. It consists of at least 100 years. And two, I wanted to have a set that was fairly easily obtainable from circulation. Like I said, at least most of the coins. And so far, basically every single coin I have in this book, I've obtained so far from circulation. So that said, let's get into it. Okay, so on this first page, I don't really have too many coins, as you can see. Basically, I'm going to go through mostly the coins that I have. Okay, as you can tell, obviously I don't have any of these. I do have one of these coming from eBay. Okay, so the other day, I was pretty surprised, and I actually found this 1910 in a cash register at work. It's not in great shape or anything, but hey, it's a 1910 Lincoln cent. I was quite surprised I found it. And basically, I don't really have any other coins on this page, except for this other coin, this 1919 plain. This, the same thing. Ooh. The same thing, I also obtained this from work in a spare change cup by the cash register. If you can believe it or not. Crazy. So on the second page, I actually don't have any of the coins at all. I do have a few of them coming from eBay. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. I do have some coming from eBay on this page. I think a 1916S, and then a 1909. This third page, I have a few coins for. This is another coin that I was quite shocked to find, once again, just sitting in the spare change cup at work. You know, the kind of little thing on the side that has, you know, take a penny or take some change, whatever, or throw some change in. If it's extra, the cashier doesn't need it or whatever. So I was quite pleased with that, finding 1935 plain. Okay, so here's another coin that I actually, this week I went through $20 worth of penny rolls, and I actually got quite a bit of, at least more than I thought, more coins than I thought I would find. This is one of them, 1939 plain. Let's see what else we got. And yeah, some of these coins are pretty bad shape. This being one of them. I tried cleaning this coin off a bit, and yeah, it's not much avail. I might replace it at some point. Here's another coin I found recently. I was quite happy the other day when I found this 1946S out of a penny roll from bankroll hunting. I think there's something to be said for wheat cents. I quite like them. Besides the flaw of not being able to find, you know, many of them easily. I was actually originally kind of looking for a book that was just wheat cents, but Dansco isn't making them right now, evidently, so you can't really find them. So I was like, what the hell? I'll just go for the 2009 to, or the 1909 to 2009. As you can see, I have quite a bit of coins on this page here. At least with the wheat cents, I'm not like trying to like match them or anything because they're already hard enough to find in circulation. I mean, if they match, I mean, that's cool too, but this is a double that I had of something. I think it was a 54. Yeah, I think 54, I think. So I just put it in here backwards to take up space, since Dansco likes to do awkward things and leave blank spots in their pages. Here's another stupid coin that I put in here, just for whatever reason, because, like I said, Dansco likes to put blank spots in their album. I'm thinking about maybe putting like a 58 proof here, and then maybe like a 59 proof here, just for fun, and then maybe I'll put another one here like backwards. Alright, so that's it for the Lincoln wheat cents. And here starts the memorial cents. This might not be entirely accurate, I'm not sure. I'm kind of looking into what this is. Evidently, it seems like the small date for most of the Lincoln cents are more rare. Again, the same thing here. anyone has any ideas, let me know. Now on this side here, since these are a little bit more obtainable, I'm gonna try to match these, at least from what I can. I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing this on a budget. That's what my goal is. Find as many coins from circulation and not purchase. So I have to kind of work off of that. That said, within my scope of what I can do, I think I will try to kind of match them accordingly. But beyond that, this is a particularly nice 1968D. It's almost an uncirculated condition. There's a lot of luster to it still. This little, these ears seem to have lots of luster on them for whatever reason still. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's a very nice coin though. This one's got a little bit of luster on it, but not as much as this one here. This one doesn't look too bad. I found this at work also. I think I did. No, I think it was this one I found. Yeah, I found the 68S at work. I was also really happy to find this the other day. Once again, in a bankroll hunt. It's page 2 of the memorial cents. And this page here, I feel like despite finding it's all from circulation, I've done a decent job of trying to match them kind of a little bit according to color. Well, besides these ones up here. This 1977 looks particularly nice. Has a lot of luster on it. A lot of its original shine. And I will upgrade coins if I see better ones in my coin roll hunts. So I have a bunch of 1982 coins. That's really frustrating because I really don't know which one is which. I'm still kind of learning how to tell. From what I can tell, the easiest way is like from the weight, but I don't have any kind of special scale that'll tell me exactly what the weight is. So until then, these just kind of sit blank. So 83 looks pretty good. One of the things I kind of like about pennies too is it's fairly easy to be able to find some, at least in circulation, that are 30, sometimes almost 40 years old, that still look pretty good. Like, I mean, look at this 91D. It's still got quite a bit of a shine and luster to it. Same with like these here, These are 35 years old and they still look pretty good. I mean, especially this one here. So we got the last page here, which I don't really have too many coins for. And I actually found this 2009 at work also recently. The thing I don't like is it's pretty gunked up, but hey, it's a 2009, which are pretty uncommon from what I gathered. Let's see here. Turn the phone around a little bit. Well, that doesn't work like that. This is the bison, or the centennial, whatever you'd like to call it, the 2009 ones that they made. It's of Lincoln like sitting down, so I was pretty happy to find it, despite it being all gunked up. And so far that's it. That's what I got. This set consists of Lincoln cents, Lincoln wheat cents, I should say, and memorial cents. But I think I'm going to get into the shield cents too. I just have a couple random coins thrown in here, but there's lots of extra space here. So, and one thing that compared to, like, say for example, the Jefferson nickels, which is why I don't do the Jefferson nickels, is that they look different. Despite having a different reverse on the shield cents, you wouldn't really be able to tell unless you're looking at the back, because the obverse is the same. So given that, it's not really much different. So I think I'm gonna start throwing those in here too. I mean, why not? Keep going. I'm gonna have to add an extra page in here eventually too, but that's okay. So, but yeah, this is my Lincoln Cents album. Yeah, like I said, when it comes to it, I'll throw an extra page in here. We'll go from there. But it was also, like I said, it was my goal for one of my can't talk. It was some of my goals to have an easy set to collect. I mean, yeah, like I said, there's the key dates, but besides that, it's fairly easy budget-wise to hunt around for all these different Lincoln cents. And I also wanted to a series that was big, that could take a lot of time, a lot of effort to work into. Well, not effort like non-stop searching, but over time. I mean, I've heard some people where it took them literally like years to fill out a Dansco album of Lincoln cents. So I figure, why not? I'm getting kind of burnt out on collecting certain coins because I like to do stuff mostly through coin roll hunting, and honestly, there's only so many coins that, at least to me, that seem cool enough to look into. Like, I think, Lincoln cents and the huge variety of dates and sets and years available that you can find is pretty cool. But stuff like, I don't really care for quarters much, honestly. Like state park quarters and state quarters, and I'm just kind of burnt out on those. But like my Lincoln cents collection, my Jefferson nickel collection, I quite like. I can find most of those through circulation. I started a few other sets which I won't really continue, mostly because basically the only way to obtain them is going to the coin store or ordering them online. So like I started a small series of Sacagawea dollars, and I'm kind of fizzled out on them because the only way, like I said, to obtain them is going through the store and buying them. So I'd much rather be able to just go up and buy a bunch of coin rolls and be able to search through them and enjoy doing that and fill out my album like that. So so yeah, I've been sticking to now mostly just collecting nickels, mostly Jeffersons, but I do have a small collection of Buffalo nickels, Liberty nickels, and then working my way through these guys. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. It's getting late. Alright guys, let me know what you think of the album. Any comments or suggestions? It's appreciated. Alright, peace. I'm out.